if you're just in a little screw session, you shouldn't be liable for no child because you didn't make no promises, no guarantees, no nothing, right? My
Hold
point of
on,
view.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold
Go
on.
ahead.
You're a knockout? A human being was created, and you said you have 3 children?
Um, I'm not going to explain.
I want to learn your thought process. The only person whose orgasm releases the building blocks for life is the man. Oh, he wants to bust that nut, and he wants to bust that nut inside, and he wants to bust it unprotected. Why is he not protecting his semination? We need to get mandatory vasectomies for boys.
Until you said that. Now that you said that, we need to love a black man. This is where we from. This is, our DNA strong and healthy. Calling me a mammy all in Cynthia comments, a pick me. I said, what? How did I get here?
You're in the air live with Tonya. What's your name?
African Rum Punch.
Oh, well, that sounds tasty. Well, African Rum Punch, you're on the air live. What is your comment this morning?
I love your show, Tonya. I got a DM from somebody I follow on Instagram. Not a DM, his stories, right? And in his
Okay.
stories, he was talking about how, his thought process on he could have had a child when he was 20 that would have been 19 years old right now, but the mother couldn't afford, couldn't take care of the child, and she did what she had to do. And he's saying that, like, why should a man care about your feelings if you don't care about ours, So saying that he missed the fact that he wasn't a father yet, And I inboxed him and I told him that, this quote unquote gender war that's going on, I really feel like part of the conversation needs to happen between the different sexes, so that way we can get there. So I gave him my point of view on it, I feel that if you're just in a little screw session, you shouldn't be liable for no child because you didn't make no promises, no guarantees, no nothing, right? However, once you become a deadbeat mother or father, when you make these promises, you make these commitments, and then you leave the other person to hold all the responsibility, So we were having that conversation. And so that's what's on my mind so far today.
Did I hear you say that if you're in just a screw session that you shouldn't be liable for a child?
Or, yes, to a degree.
Who shouldn't be liable for the child?
Honestly, I feel that um, either person. So I'm not giving way to sexual irresponsibility, right? And I'm saying this
You
from a
you
person like
you
my
hold
point of
on,
view.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold
Go
on.
ahead.
You're a knockout?
I am a knockout, Tanya. I think so. I could say that.
And you calling me up. What is your name, Rum Punch? Because you giving me some screen name. What is your name so I know how to address you?
Keisha, you go call me Keisha. It's fine.
All
That's my
right,
government name.
Keisha. So Keisha, you understand biology, right? You
Absolutely.
know that the female orgasm is not related to insemination. The female orgasm does not release an egg. The only person whose orgasm releases the building blocks for life is the man. A woman can have
Hmm.
intercourse 28 days out of the month, theoretically, and have an orgasm every 28 days and not become pregnant. You realize that it is the man who creates who inseminates. He is the fertilizer. It is his orgasm. So it is only the male orgasm that is directly tied to the creation of life. Women go through ovulation, where the egg
Hmm.
comes out and it is then prime time to be fertilized. But her orgasm, that's not related to sex. The only person whose sexual participation leads and their climax leads to the creation of life are men. I don't understand how you can say that a person who inseminates an egg is not liable because it was a freak session or just some get down. I don't understand that.
Um, I'm not going to explain because part of the reason why I watch your show, Cynthia, a couple of other people, is to learn. right? Learn things and unlearn
I want to
things that
learn
I've thought
too.
before.
So when you
Right.
say you're
So,
not going to explain, that doesn't help us learn. I want to learn your thought process because and the only way for you to really learn your thought process too is, like you said, to converse and speak and interact with people who have a different thought process. So explain to us, Keisha, so that we can understand your thought process.
okay, I will do that. So I will explain it, but not all the way supporting it, because what you said just now clicked a different switch me. You know what I'm saying? Like a light bulb went off. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, but I will explain where I was coming from before.
Mm-hmm.
We all know what it takes to bring up a child in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when we're in the throes of passion, I tell men all the time, I will tell you I love you and maybe promise you a kidney. Don't hold up after the session. You understand? Don't look for the kidney. Don't look for the love after that. That was sex talk, right? So I don't see how maybe in the throes of sex, right? That, and there's no commitment, no relationship, nothing. All you're just screwing. That now this is a lifelong commitment. That's where my thought process was before. Until you said that. Now that you said that, I'm looking at it like the onus has to be on the man because he can control it, right? So I have sons, I have a daughter, and I tell my daughter how to protect herself, but also I tell my sons their responsibility, and that they can't tell me somebody came and got pregnant. You got somebody pregnant, So even though I'm implementing those things, my thought process wasn't fully formed, I guess, to put in that piece, So let me first say thank you for that, because now I'm learning something that I didn't put all the way together before.
Okay. Absolutely. And please understand that life is a miracle. The creation of life is a miracle. And once that life is created, it's no, oh, this was just intercourse or this was just for fun. A human being was created. And you said you have 3 children?
I do.
Right. So you know that life gets created whether or not people are serious about one another or not. It's like somebody, people are starting to wake up to the fact that rather than birth control being on the woman, because the egg is only ovulated 4 days out of a month, that we need to get mandatory vasectomies for boys. We need to get mandatory vasectomies for men. If
Yeah.
we're going to have abortion bans and all this other stuff and put the onus on women, we need to get vasectomies for men. And you will see and then understand that we've been thinking about this flip-sided for years because men have been creating the rules and regulations for women's bodies and have been governing the medical industry. The only person who should have been having, see, even the dog agrees. The dog knows what I'm saying.
Right?
Thank you.
I just put him inside.
Thank you. Thank you. You see, the dog knows. The dog is given the bark of
Yes.
consensus. Is that a female dog or a male dog?
A male dog,
See what I'm
girl.
saying? They know. They know. Thank you.
And
Thank you.
honestly, there's no reason for him to really be barking like that right now.
Exactly. Exactly. Here we go.
Prophesy, Papa.
Precisely.
Prophesy.
Exactly. Exactly. You have a pretty accent. Where are you
Yes.
from?
I'm from Brooklyn, born and raised, but my family's from Trinidad. I'm the first person born in
Oh.
America, so
Oh,
my
okay.
accent was that before I started school.
Okay. All right. Oh, wonderful. Very pretty
Yes.
accent. All right. So my whole thing is we need to start promoting vasectomies for men and vasectomies for boys. And then you will see how they're not really caring about responsibility. They're not really caring about the prevention of the creation of life. People just want to sex shame women. They want to shame women from having intercourse and be like, it's your fault if you get pregnant, when the only person who controls the fertilizer of life going into that area is the man. He controls whether or not his fertilizer goes out. Because he can have intercourse without climaxing, but no, he wants to bust that nut and he wants to bust that nut inside and he wants to bust it unprotected. Why is he not protecting his semination? Why is he not protecting his spermatozoa? Why is he not protecting that and keeping that to himself? Why is he letting it out loosely everywhere?
And
then
Tonya,
wondering.
Right now I'm shaken with the information you're giving me. You get what I'm saying? Because when I listen to you women talk, you know, I listen to y'all and I'm like, it was all wrong. It was all backwards. This makes more sense. And you know, my point of view now, you know, as the words that you're saying are settling in my spirit, my point of view came from how others, which were mostly the guys that I was with, made me feel about quote, getting pregnant. You get what I'm saying? And things like that. And then, of course, once I get pregnant, it's now my responsibility. So then from the family and from friends and everything else, the questionings and the you know, what's next is to me, not to him, you know? So just the way, I just want to thank you, I guess. Thank you for that, you know, because now I can stop my behavior, you know, and put something better forth for not only my children, but other people that I talk to, my friends and stuff. So now that I hear this, somebody else that says exactly what I just said, I got information that I could say, no, that's not the right way, that we was taught wrong, you know?
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
You
For
know,
real.
Sylvia,
Thank
you know, Cynthia says that we are in a black male worshiping culture. And a lot of these ideas come from black men and women who worship black men and continuing to
I was
perpetuate.
one. They was calling me a mammy all in Cynthia comments, a pick me. I said, what? How did I get here? And I had to shut up for a minute and just listen. And once I started listening, I realized how much we were just like, it's almost like I felt like a horse with the blinders on. You get what I mean? So all I saw was exactly where they were guiding me to go. And I was running that race, you know, running that race. Just tell my daughter, you need to love a black man. This is where we from. This is, you know, our DNA strong and healthy, you know, or tell my son, you know, all these things. And I had to take a step back, really analyze, okay, this information is incorrect because what you guys are saying makes too much sense to deny it. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, thank you.
Man, what you guys do is amazing work. Amazing work. I'm going to get off here.
What we guys
I don't see the comments, but...
Or what we ladies do. I'm not a guy. You said what you guys do. You know how I feel about calling women guys.
Daggone it. I do know. I'm so sorry. My apologies. What you ladies do. I have been working on that too.
Well, we appreciate you calling in. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Y'all take care. Bye, knockout.
All right.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you thumbs up the video. Make sure that you subscribe. Click to watch other videos and come to TonyaTko.com where you can join the mailing list or join the text notification squad where you can get a text notification 15 minutes before each live video. I'll see you on the next broadcast. Peace.